Oh, Miss Wilkins. Oh, gee. You're the prettiest man in your face.
Oh, certainly the prettiest shortstop.
It's fate, baby, it's fate. And it's knocking at our door. It's fate, baby, and that's the reason you're mine and I am yours.
Someone's on first and the game is in doubt. The guy up at bat hits a terrible clout. The dust clears away and they're both of them out. O'Brien to Ryan to goal.
Like a Saturday night on Main Street. Like a Ford on a Chevrolet. Like potato chips on comic strip. It's strictly USA.
They're really here to stay. But it's strictly and the battery down, the weed flows by in a hole in the ground. New York, New York, it's a wonderful town. You can count on me. As the adding machine once again, you can count on me.
Musical tastes started to change. Lush backgrounds of Alan Stoyall, flaring the brass and big bands, began to feel the influence of rhythm and blues, the emerging sounds of folk music, country and western, and jazz, bebop. Sinatra wanted to adapt, modify his own style to incorporate these new things. But he had two things going against him, his record company and his temper. Columbia Records was more interested in pushing belters like Frankie Lane than the old-fashioned Sinatra. Critics seemed to take an unholy delight in kicking Sinatra while he was down. Attendance was off at his club dates and amphitheater performances. His radio shows were panned unmercifully, and an attempt at breaking into television seemed ill-fated, even in the company of such old pros as Bob Hope.
It's the plunge. And he's a guy that promotes a lot of fun wherever he's around. He's a great boy. He's a boy that made popular song history. I'm thrilled to introduce Mr. Frank Sinatra. I'm gonna love you.
The lightweight and happy-go-lucky image of Sinatra on the television screen was at odds with what people read in the newspapers. With his career on the slide, he followed Ava Gardner while she did major movies on location. His frivolous TV shows had top stars doing bad comedy.
Who's that? The Three Stooges! The Three Stooges? Well, come on in. Frankie! Happy New Year! Frankie! Hello! Here I am. Oh, well, why didn't you say something? We thought you were the hall tree. That's a lot. What are you doing? Don't you wait till the girls get here? Well, if the girls get here, we'll get to dance with you. Look, fellas, sit down. I got a lot of trouble. I want to talk to you. Look, you got me hung up pretty good here. Look, I haven't got it. Will you sit down, please? Thank you. I'm in a terrible spot. My man didn't show up for the night, and I've got nobody to help me out at the party. Now, I can be a butler. How can you be a butler? You don't even know how to talk. Well, I can be a silent butler. What are you hitting me for? I wanted that joke for myself. You got it? Listen, fellas. No, wait a minute. No, let's get aside. If you can help me out a little bit by maybe helping around, serving some drinks and sandwiches, take the hats and coats, answer the door. Sure! You'll be my buddy. Frankie, how's about we sing a song, too? I didn't know you guys were singing. Oh, certainly. We're known as the Fish Market Trio. Fish Market Trio? Yeah, we sing for the halibut. Well, Louie, tell me, I'm glad you made it. How's everything going down at the Oasis Club? Oh, man, once you dig it. Well, I've been a little busy. I plan to get down there pretty soon. Where is that place? You know, that joint's jumping there. Yeah, jumping. Where is this place? A party place in Weston. 38th and Weston, either one. 41st and Weston or 38th? Well, which one is it? I mean, why is it move around? I don't know, but I told you the joint's jumping. Oh, I see. Now, if you're going to do this, you got to do it. You never learn, do you? You got to do this right. Elegance, poise. You see, hold back a little bit. Now, you understand? Yes, that's it. Now, here we go. Answer the door. Tell me, how about a drink?
Well, I'm sorry, I have to watch my figure.
Well, you have the drink and I'll watch the figure. Wow! How come we never made a picture together?
Well, you see, for my leading man, usually I have the tall, rugged caveman type.
Well, what's wrong with you?
No, I said caveman, not caved in.
Sinatra's marriage to Ava Gardner seemed to be the only thing that he could rely on in his life, and even that had major problems. With nothing to challenge him professionally, he became moody, bitter, withdrawn. But Ava Gardner had a career and a life of her own. She wasn't about to give up her work or going off on location for months on end simply to console her husband back home. And Sinatra felt that Columbia recording chief Mitch Miller was deliberately trying to ruin his career, and perhaps music in general, by producing such idiotic novelty songs as Mama Don't Bark, where Sinatra shared the microphone with TV hostess Dagmar. His diminishing reputation took another pounding when gossip columnists revealed Sinatra had gone to Havana, Cuba, in the company of a couple of mob goons, and supposedly hand-carried $2 million in small bills to the godfather of godfathers, Charles Lucky Luciano. Sinatra admitted meeting the gangster and having drinks with him, but correctly pointed out that $2 million in small bills weighs approximately 6,000 pounds and would scarcely fit in his overnight bag. The right-wing gossip mongers ignored the fact that the government itself, through the CIA, was in business with the mob. This was a personal vendetta against Sinatra. Other columnists, like Hedda Hopper, Dorothy Kilgallen, and the Gorgon of the Hearst newspaper syndicate, Luella Parsons, loved to needle and scold Sinatra in print. But it was a right-wing columnist named Lee Mortimer that was Sinatra's newspaper arch-enemy. The bitchy Mortimer sniped at Sinatra in print for years. Finally, one night at Ciro's on the Sunset Strip, Sinatra decked him and called him a degenerate. A lot of people agreed, and Sinatra added that Mortimer had called him a dago. A lot of people secretly admired Sinatra punching out an enemy in public for speaking his mind, but not his employers. MGM's president Louis B. Mayer dropped him from the studio roster. CBS Radio and TV canceled Sinatra's broadcasts for low ratings, and Columbia Records tore up his contract. He had to borrow money for Christmas presents for his wife Ava, his ex-wife, and his kids. It was a low point in his life and his career. MGM was Hollywood's version of Saks Fifth Avenue, then Columbia Studios was its goodwill, grinding out B films with an occasional flash of quality like the Frank Capra pictures. Studio boss Harry Cohn had turned Sinatra down for serious roles in Knock on Any Door and On the Waterfront, but now Frankie went in and did the humble bit. The part of Maggio in From Here to Eternity was him, he told Cohn, and he'd play the role for $1,000 a week, a total of $8,000, considerably less than the $150 per picture that he was getting at MGM. He got the role, and all of his co-stars, Burt Lancaster, Montgomery Clift, Deborah Carr, and